Hi everybody, it's Jen from Rustic Rehabs, and today we're going to take this thrift store little cabinet that I got for $5 and we're going to give it a whole new look and put it to use for my client. Here we go. So my customer had me do this cute vanity and stool for her with that same transfer and the same paint color. When she came to pick it up, she said, "You wouldn't happen to have any cabinets? A little cabinet I could just keep small things like contact solution and a few other things in." And I dug through my stash and here's what I had. So we decided that this was going to work. We painted it the same color as we had used on her vanity and her stool. And you will see here that's Junk Monkey paint in Ducky. It's a nice, beautiful, classic soft blue, and it covers really well. It covers really well in one coat here, but I did probably a coat and a half to touch it up before I sealed it up to put on the transfer. One step I failed to record here was that I sealed it with a matte poly before I put on this transfer. It's a good idea to do that. It just gives the transfer something really good to stick to and seals everything in, and then you go ahead and seal it again on top. I also cut the transfer in parts, and in the middle here where it overlapped over the cabinets, I actually just took a razor blade and cut down the middle of that to make it easier to work with. Transfers, anybody can do them. I mean, it just takes practice and patience. And so you'll see here I'm using the tool that comes with the transfer, but then I also use my fingers to get in all the nooks and crannies and to burnish it. That's the next step. After you get it down, you use either your fingers or you pick up, sometimes I cut a little piece of the transfer backing and I use that. Sometimes I just use a towel. So here you see me cutting the transfer backing in a little square and using that. It works really well. Here I am burnishing it again for the bottom piece that I just put on. You'll see me doing that on and off the whole time to different parts, because as you're working on it, you see different pieces that you may have missed, little edges that it's just a way to push it down so that there's no air bubbles left that the poly can get under and cause problems later. I sometimes take a sand block and give it a light sanding to age the piece a bit and to just take off any rough edges. After that, I grab my water-based poly and seal the entire piece in for a couple of coats. And then we're nearing the home stretch. You can also seal transfers with wax, but because this was going in a bathroom, I wanted it to be wipeable and more durable, so I went with the poly. For a little bit of bling, I added these cute little glass knobs that I found on Amazon. I think it's like 10 of them for $16 or something. I use them all the time and they are so fun. They're a huge hit with my customers. And here she is, a complete flip from what it looked like before, and my customer was thrilled. So you can do this too. Hit me up if you have any questions. If you learned anything, had a laugh, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and hit the bell. It keeps me going and makes me do a happy dance. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.